going to lose a lot of those services, man. When you go to call the 911 for a police officer to come and help you or to send around a squad car, if it took 10 minutes, now it might take you a half an hour. Or they might not come at all. Fire department, the same thing. It's going to take longer for that fire department or that truck to respond to your fires. When you go to put out your garbage, they're gonna. In other words, if they pick up your garbage every other day, it might be once a week. It might be once every 2 weeks. The sanitation department might decide to go on strike, and garbage might be piled high. Now, this the reason why this is happening is because America is going down. This system, this world system, is going down. Now, we've been on YouTube and on the net for going on 4 years. Now, about 4 years ago, it really was, everything seemed to be all right. Now all hell is breaking loose. And now you have people that used to be in the truth that's trying to get back in the truth. And they're going to different state. Like there's one example with the brother down there in Florida, Karatazar. This one dude rolled up on him and said that he was in the main school from, I think it was 92 to like 97. And he wanted to join this brother's camp. And what I heard, the brother said, Karatazar needs as many people as he can get. He basically said, no, man, because where was you for the last, 14 years? See, what's happening now, what's coming to pass is, and it's obvious, if he's been in the school from 1992 to 1997, that's a number of years, so he knows the truth. So he knows how to get into the scriptures. But what's happening is he wants to be a part of a support system. So he said, well, GMS, they always out there, they teach, they cover pretty much everything, they deal with the current events. But let me get with them. Let me get with them. Let me see if I can get in the door. Now, why would you do that if you already know the truth? Just open up a camp and start speaking. But that should go back to what happened to the last 14 years. Are you getting nervous now? See, this is the fulfillment of Matthew's, the 25th chapter. And we went through that chapter many a times about the 10 virgins, 5 were wise and 5 were foolish. So now you got people out there that know that this society is going down because they were in the so-called in the truth. But they took this long hiatus, and now they want to get back into the truth. So they need to get with somebody that they think has the truth. But the doors are closed. We got to do our thing. You got to do your thing. You got to go to the sellers and buy. And it's going to get bad out here, man. Crime is going to go up. Rape is going to go up. Murder is going to go up. Suicide is going to go up. Watch that movie, The Road. And every couple of months, I take that movie, The Road, and I put it in there. It's going to get bad in America. Would you think America was just going to straighten itself up from they're going through bad times, and all of a sudden things are going to get better? No, things are going to get worse. And I said, I believe it was New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve of destruction. I think I said that you had 2010 was bad, and 2011 going to be even worse. All right?
Yeah, like Elder Tar said, you're going to be wishing for the days of 2010, the good old days of 2010. And 2010 wasn't good at all. But you're going to be wishing for that. I got a quick precept. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 9. But when you shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall...
Oh, fearful sights. About a couple of weeks ago, you heard on alternative news, pretty much, and some of the American media, they spoke about 5,000 birds falling from the sky, dead, somewhere in the Midwest. Then you had a bunch of cattle somewhere, I think a couple of thousand cattle froze to death. You have certain areas in the South where the last time they had a snowstorm was maybe 20 years ago, and they're having snowstorms about the same amount as up here in the Northeast. You got dead fish, and then if you notice, that's an alarm right there. You know, the American media, they'll kind of hit on those stories, but where's Barack Hussein Obama in all this? And they were saying that, well, it was fireworks. First of all, fireworks been going on for I don't know how long, and I never heard of birds, thousands of birds falling from the sky because of fireworks. Something's going on that the government, either they're afraid of it, they don't know what's going on, or they do know what's going on, or they're making that thing happen where these animals are dropping dead. Go ahead.
And fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. Verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations.
Aren't we living in that time? And upon the earth distress of nations. Greece, Spain, Portugal, Ireland, these different African nations. Tunisia, they were rioting so bad that the president fled.
The UN and other nations in the
Chile,
region are working to
Argentina. Remember a couple of years ago in Argentina, they had a run on the banks,
today, 31 days
and their money system went downhill.
Incumbent President Laurent
And you can't even keep up with all the things that are going on around the world. So we're in that time. Read that again.
It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity. That's the austerity measures. With perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up, and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. And he spake to them a parable, behold, the fig tree, and all the trees, when they now shoot forth, you see and know of your own selves that summer is now nigh at hand. So likewise ye, when you see these things come to pass, know that the kingdom of the Most High is nigh at hand. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life.
That's right. Now you got to get serious about this truth. Because now things are coming to pass. And I said another thing, I believe it was when I did the New Year's Eve of Destruction video or show. I said that guys are going to be falling off. Well, we had this one guy that was kicked out of the camp. I'm not going to go into full detail on it, but he was caught in the act of adultery. That's why I told you, brothers, you don't be having that family affair Israelite thing, man. Where you got your woman, you bring your woman around to meet others. I'm going to let my woman meet you brothers and all that. You're going to find that brother on the back of your woman, man. And that's what happened. And they kicked the guy out the camp. And it tells you in, was it Proverbs the 36th chapter, he that doeth that lacketh understanding.